Okay, thank you for watching part 5. We're going to continue talking about toxic relationships. And I think everyone has been in at least one toxic relationship. Personally, I've been in abusive relationships, whether physically, mostly emotionally, being told that you aren't worth anything, and people who just aren't completely there. Alcoholics, drug addicts. I will not date them anymore. I definitely had the problem of thinking to myself, I can save this person. I can save anybody because I'm Tiffany, the empath, and I know what you're feeling. Therefore, I can help you save yourself. Not going to do it anymore. I've lost too many parts of myself doing that. And I refuse to date somebody who wants to do that to themselves. I refuse. There's nothing for me in a relationship like that where the person is constantly hurting themselves and hurting me at the same time. There's no place for me in a relationship like that. It says an abusive person may well have empathy, contrary to what we normally think of, and what that term means is that they can read the other's feelings but are completely detached from feeling them themselves, as otherwise they could not do such harm to another and not suffer it themselves. But an empath can be fooled into thinking, this person is another empath, they will understand, only to find themselves with someone who can indeed read them perfectly, but does so for the sole purpose of control, manipulation, order, and or to cause fear and pain. To counter this, we must develop our own emotional stability that is totally unrelated to any partner, otherwise we can be led in some very unhealthy codependent relationships and behaviors. Personally, I feel like this person that I'm seeing has empathy, and I haven't told this person this yet, but now she knows. I really feel like they have empathy and they feel things way more intensely. I don't think that this person knows how to control what she feels, which is normal. Okay, it's not saying that you're out of control. I don't know how to control it. But from one empath to another, I really feel like this person feels things on a very intense level. And she doesn't know what to do with those feelings. So she feels crazy. She feels like she's paranoid. She feels like codependent, obsessive. It's another good word. Probably feels a lot like losing her mind and going crazy. And I picked that up from her from time to time. And I don't think she knows how to handle that. And I think going by knowing her last relationships, I believe that she would probably be judged, if not already judged, to the point where that's why she thinks those things about herself. But I really think that she's another empath. And the fact that we're both Tauruses, and we both, I feel, are empaths, it's going to be a very hard relationship. But that doesn't scare me. Am I ready for a battle? I'm ready for a battle, but it does not scare me. It really doesn't. I mean, if there's so many people who have said, you know, we look weird together, or we shouldn't be together. There are so many people who think that we should not even be together, and they don't even know me, or they don't even know her. And well, people are gonna talk anyways. But she doesn't scare me. I really think that she's afraid to be completely open with me sometimes, because she's afraid she's gonna scare me away. But she hasn't. She hasn't yet. So, the next topic is the signs of an unbalanced empath and red flags. Substance abuse. Empathy that is uncontrolled can be overwhelming. Major depression, sadness, and other symptoms can abound, and a common means to deal with this onslaught is to drown in it in substance that blunt feelings. This is not the answer to the problem, of course, but it can easily happen, and any inclination to develop such unhealthy habits should be avoided at all costs. Why I don't drink, why I don't smoke, why I don't go party, why I don't put myself in that environment. Addiction runs in my blood because we're all insane in my family. We're all completely insane, and we all have some mental problem in my family. Okay, well, that's been diagnosed. We all have some mental. I don't do any of that. I don't want to be attracted to that lifestyle because I will go into a hole that it's so deep, Alice can't find me. Okay, she will be falling and falling and falling, and she will never hit the ground. Okay, that's how deep the hole will be, and I am dead to the world serious that I will be gone, and I would be gone for good if I let substances control my life. I have had other things control my life, and I'm still battling with those things, but if I were to let something else like substances control my life, you will never, ever, ever see me ever again. You'll never know me ever. Another one is isolationism. Due to the lack of controlling the input, we can and often do become virtual prisoners. Like a turtle, we retreat into a rather hard shell and hope the bad vibes just go the heck away. This is pointless and self-defeating, of course, as it means the very next time we stick our head out, we are going to feel like someone just ran it over with the Mack truck. So avoidance is not an answer. We must become desensitized to the emotional wind out there and not give in to the tendency to become a hermit. If your empathic mate is suddenly avoiding you, again, it likely means you need to come up with some more constructive ways to deal with the issues. That is a problem I have, okay? I feel things so incredibly intensely that I didn't go anywhere for 2 years. I didn't go anywhere for 2 years. I checked the mail, and sometimes I went to the grocery store with my mom. But when it came down to hanging out with people, I didn't go anywhere for 2 years because I couldn't handle it. Okay? That's a problem I have. Now, for this person that's going to be watching this video, that I'm making this video for to begin with, if there's ever a time where it feels like I'm avoiding you, this actually hasn't even happened yet, but you've brought it up that it seems like I'm avoiding you, and I haven't intentionally been doing that, but if there is ever a time where I am intentionally avoiding you, a lot of times it isn't even you, it's the fact that I can't handle things a lot, and I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to break down and I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to break down and lose control of myself. I'm very much into having control. Okay, if I lose control of myself, it's a very scary thing. And there was one instance where I was seeing somebody, and her and her friend came to pick me up, and they took me to some hotel to hang out with her friend. And I was dead on the inside. All I knew what to do was to cry. I was completely dead on the inside, and it was horrible. I'm not going to do anything that I'm not physically and emotionally prepared for. That's not going to happen. And you can call me selfish, whatever. It's not anything I haven't heard before, but I know what I can handle, and I know what I cannot handle. And if there's ever a time where you feel like I'm avoiding you or avoiding certain situations, don't think that it's something that I just don't want to do. Perfect example, the question that you asked me today. Don't ever think that it's because I just want to avoid you and I don't want to see you, or there's some other reason to why. I'm not doing it. I just can't handle a lot of things right now. Okay? There are just some things I can handle and some things that I can't. And going on to the next video.